This session is about 9093 English Language Paper 1 and it is a 2 hours and 15 minutes paper. For question 1, you have two sections, question 1A and 1B. Question 1A is about how do you write a commentary. Commentary is where you make a detailed analysis of a new article or a text, and remember, it is not a thesis. It does not need any general discussion on the topic and the statement. Be prepared before you start writing because it is not like an essay. You have to provide a forum where different perspectives can be discussed on a certain topics. And it also includes the idea of you analyzing the language as well as the style of writing where you need a broader thinking and analysis style or analytical analysis style in order for you to present your unique viewpoints on various aspects and to encounter the problem as well as to solve the problem. There will also be an extension of thought where more clarity to the idea and problems are needed. Critical yet respectful tone where it portrays the situation in present and anticipation on what can take place in future where you state your opinions. Now, you can plan your work or your piece of writing like this, where you have the intro, a few sentences to describe the overall text, paragraph 1 where it consists of imagery, paragraph 2 is all about the tone or the style of writing, and so on. Remember, you can have 2 to 3 paragraphs and the word limit for this section is 250 to 350. There are a few tips and terms for commentary writing. First of all, these are the text types that are usually tested for 9093 English language paper. Now, the first tip is you have to look into the aspects where it is not always apparent when you read the passage for analysis, but always keep in mind it is useful and your focus of analysis is needed. Refer to the effect of particular language features or devices and patterns when you comment on the text. Otherwise, your comments will reveal a little on the mood or the tone. Be aware of things to avoid, such as remembering what you should be answering or doing while you are writing your answers for the passage. Select your articles and analyze them for the style and language. Never expect to comment on everything. Just pick up what are the style of writing you're looking at, what are the content of the passage or the main idea of the passage. How would you address it? So you have to look into all this before you start writing. And you may also use conjunctions or adverbials as well as cohesive devices than a list of PQC, which is point, quotation, and comment. You can also have pronouns in order to join your sentences or link your sentences from one idea to the second idea. Always be demonstrative and you can use linking ideas or words in order to write your sentences. So these are some ideas for you. First of all, the framework of text analysis where you will have the headline, introduction or the standard first, genre of your journalistic writing, elaboration with a 5WH question. You can also state or insert quotes, pictorial, graphical or statistical support, and never be biased. Summarize the main points in the text using your own words. And there are some phrases or clauses you can use in order to show the transition of one idea to the other, and there are some ideas that you can also include using sentence connectors. Now, the use of modal verbs and figurative language. These are the main things you have to look into. And remember, figurative language is where you use some of them in order for you to comment or to write your style of writing. Few terms that you need to know here is the voice and the mode of address, and do not get too concerned about which one you use. Always consider the manner and the language and express in the author's thoughts. And gasp. Always look into the genre, audience, suspect, and the purpose of writing. There are few terms that can be used in order to help you. Assertion, register, context, voice, and tone. Now, for people who want commentary writing, there are few steps you have to follow. Number 1, you are spending only 5 minutes for this, where there will be 3 questions given, read them thoroughly, or 3 extracts given, read them thoroughly and choose only 2. Basically, question 1 is compulsory and you can only choose either question 2 or question 3 for you to answer. It is not only about you choosing the extract, but it is about you to be able to write your answers and convey your ideas perfectly. Now for step 2, there's only 5 minutes allocated where you read through the chosen extract and remember the characters or the relationship, and you have to be very specific when you are writing your message. For step 3, 5 minutes again, you are using organizing principle, and OP is something that sums up one of the things that the author was trying to do in the text. You can also have rhetorical questions, and you can also identify the key image, motif or quotation to sum up your organizing principle. For step 4, 15 minutes should be allocated where you track the passage. Your OP may change, your structure, it's either repetition, progress, internal contrast, step stages for grounding. You have to decide which type of structure is this. And as for setting, you have to ask the question to yourself, is it significant? As for the narrator, whose point of view are you viewing or looking at? The pace of the write-up, is it fast or slow? Literary features, paralinguistic features, as well as the changes in the narrator's perspective and what kind of effect does it give to the reader. Now for step 5, you have to plan your essay and make sure you have a clear development or progression of ideas. And step 6, you are advised to spend 1 to 1.5 hours writing, and you have to use a variety of kind of literary features, as well as starting your write-up or your writing with a short and powerful introduction and end it with a powerful summary. And now you are looking at the marking scheme. There will be 15 marks awarded in total for your content for question 1A. And for question 1B, you'll be awarded 10 marks. Now, question 1B, you're required to either continue the original passage or write another piece that is similar to it. And your work must only be in about 120 to 150 words. You have to look at some of the literary techniques used in the passage before choosing a few that you want to be included in your writing. Plan and start writing. Make sure you use the language, not the exact words, but ones with similar feel and the style of passage. Do not overlift from the text. Use proper and consistent tense. Read it to yourself and make sure you have a clearer piece of writing and your ideas are conveyed properly before you submit your piece of writing. Now, focusing on the marking scheme, as I've mentioned earlier, 10 marks are given in total for question 1B. And this part is where you are going to write at about 120 to 150 words, short and precise, and you have to have a clear and informed sense of purpose where the context, audience, form and purpose are supported by a good range of vocabulary as well as expression which is suitable for the task. That's all from me. Thank you.